What is up, guys? Welcome to what will probably be my final video of it will be my final video of 2024. Crazy to think about some of the videos I've uploaded this year. And obviously to think about what videos I may do next year. There'll certainly be a lot more videos on these family vloggers next year for sure. I know that for definite. I mean, yeah, I've uploaded a lot of videos this year, some good, some bad. And next year's videos will hopefully be a lot better than, these ones this year. So today's video, I thought I would talk a little bit about the inghams. So I was sitting here the other day and I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about the amount of, irresponsible, reckless, dangerous things they've gotten away with over the years. It's like they put their kids' safety at risk on so many different occasions. They put their kids, they put their kids' lives in danger. So on so many, so often, and it's like, how have they managed to get away with that? At the end of the day, I've started to really kind of realise who my issues are with now. My issues are more with, I guess, the ifam, the way they constantly defend Chris and Sarah no matter what they ever do. It's like, in the eyes of the ifam, Chris and Sarah can do no wrong. It's mad to think about the amount of times they've done so many irresponsible things and quite rightly been called out for that. And you've got the ifam, trying to jump so quickly to their defence. It's kind of pathetic, really, to think about the way that they tried to jump so quickly to Chris and Sarah's defence when they're being called out for certain things. It's like over the summer, when they had, they went out to when they were in Dubai, they went out to the theme park and they were out in 52, they had the kids out in 52-degree heat. Now, obviously a lot of people did call them out for that and said that what they did was stupid, it was dangerous, it was irresponsible. They shouldn't have had the kids out in that heat. And of course the ifam were very quick to defend them and say, oh well, they hadn't done anything wrong. What they did wasn't unsafe, it wasn't dangerous, but it was. There was no denying it was. I mean, even Chris and Sarah were acting like they hadn't done anything wrong by having the kids out in that heat. Now, obviously, in the vlog the other day, Sarah mentioned that she'd had, that they'd left one of the younger 3 kids in the bath unsupervised. Now, I think most people with an ounce of common sense would know that it's probably not safe to leave a child aged 5 or under in the bath unsupervised. But if you're a stupid ifam, of course you're going to defend them and say they did nothing wrong by leaving the child unsupervised in the bath. But they were still monitoring them on one of those baby cameras. But, even so, even if they weren't, it's not about monitoring them on the baby camera. They should, on the baby monitor, they should be in the bathroom supervising them, or keeping an eye on them. Because, things can go wrong very, very quickly. There's no denying that at all, really, when you think about it. The one thing that always scares me is every time I see that staircase in their house, in their house, and that staircase, my fear is that one of the younger kids, possibly, Aurora or possibly Mila, will end up going, head over heels down those stairs one day. How long now have people been advising them to actually have a stair gate fitted on that staircase? And they've said, and they have given it the excuse about, oh well, we can't fit a staircase due to the way the staircase is fitted. Like, bullshit. At least if they actually had a stair gate fitted, it would show they cared about the safety of their kids. As I said, every time I look at that stair gate, I fear that every time I look at that staircase, I fear that one of the younger kids is going to end up going also, head over heels down those stairs. that would be too long now before we get a video where a video titled "Child falls down the stairs, rush train, eat clickbait." But it probably won't be too long before we get one of those. I feel like that's one of those things that Chris and Sarah are actually bargaining for. I feel like they want, in a way, I kind of feel like they want one of the younger kids to fall down the stairs. As we all know, they love to clickbait things like that, and use that for vlog content, which is what they would do. I mean, there's something to do with just admit they can't afford to buy a stairgate. I mean, they can afford to go out and buy, a shite ton of presents, which was completely unnecessary, and obviously all for views. But they can't afford to go out and spend money on a stairgate, which probably is far more important than anything else. And at the end of the day, a stairgate, I think, should be their number one priority, because it's about keeping kids safe. And it's like, it's like there's nothing when you look at that staircase, there's nothing preventing, one of the younger three kids, from going arse over head, head over arse down the stairs. Or head over heels down the stairs. And that could very well happen one day. And there's nothing stopping that from happening. They can't say that will never ever happen, because it could. And having a stairgate on the stairs would be a great way of assuring that is something that never happens. Because this is the thing, without a stairgate on the stairs, they can't say one of the kids will never go flying arse over sit down the stairs. Because that could very well end up happening one day. And there's nothing stopping that from happening. There's nothing stopping one of those kids from going, from toppling head over heels down the stairs and getting badly hurt. But a stairgate would be, as I said, a great way of preventing that from happening. Simple as that. I think that's why a lot of people have advised them to get a stairgate fitted, because they've had that same fear that one of the little ones is going to end up, falling down the stairs one day, And I think that fear of something like that happening is always going to be there. I think if they did fit a stairgate, I think people would be a lot less concerned about that sort of thing happening. They'd be a lot less concerned about, about the young kids getting hurt, because at least the younger kids will be able to get up the stairs unsupervised, which is very risky, to be honest. You think about it, right? It's like, when you look at the ifam, the problem with the ifam is they think that them defending Chris and Sarah and supporting what they do is a good thing. They think that defending Chris and Sarah and supporting what they do makes them look good. They think it makes them look like decent people. But it doesn't. It makes them look like, stupid, pathetic idiots. What the ifam are basically doing is they are basically hissing Chris and Sarah's backsides 24/7. That is what they're doing. And I'm not going to have anyone coming at me trying to tell me they're not hissing Chris and Sarah's backsides, because that's exactly what they are doing. Some of them are hissing. Some of them are way more hiss-arsey than the others. The four names I can think of: Leanne Morrill, Tracy Twatface, Nicola Wazzett, Mama Dumbass, whatever her bloody name is. There's four prime examples for you. Why would Chris and Sarah need to fight their own battles when they got those when they got their four bodyguards, Tracy Twatface, Mama flipping dumbass, and a flipping Wazza, and Tracy and Leanne Moron fighting their battles for them, if you know what I mean. It's just ridiculous. Like, they've done so many stupid and irresponsible things and been defended for it time and time again. You know, there's been so many times where people shouldn't have been defending them, and they were. You know, and as I said, one of those prime examples was when they were out in Dubai over the summer and they had the kids out in basically 52-degree heat. Nobody in their right mind should have been defending them over that. I honestly think that people had every right to call them out for that because it was stupid and irresponsible beyond belief. You know, and this thing with them having one of the younger kids in the bath unsupervised, again, of course, the ifam would defend them over that and say there's nothing wrong with that. But I think anybody with an ounce of common sense would know that you should never, obviously knows that you should never leave a child aged 5 or even under the age of 5 unsupervised in a bath on their own because something can go wrong very quickly. And, you know, it's like, it's just too risky. It's just not a risk that's worth taking. And this is the thing that really rings true about the inghams, Chris and Sarah in particular. Chris and Sarah is the problem with them is they do take a lot of risks that are not worth taking, and of course they end up getting a lot of backlash for it, and rightly so. You know, at the end of the day, the ifam are absolutely ridiculous. You know, the levels they would go to try to defend Chris and Sarah and clear them of any wrongdoing. It's like, no matter what they do, Chris and Sarah are never the ones in the wrong. It's always the people who are calling them out that are in the wrong. You know, it's like the ifam seem to think that Chris and Sarah Renham are 100% perfectly innocent. But they're not and never will be 100% perfectly innocent. You know, I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just saying it for what it is. You know, they have really been pushing their luck. You know, and their luck is and as I've said many times before, their luck is gonna run out at some point, and it's only a matter of time before it does. You know, they're not gonna keep pushing their luck and getting away with it. One day they will push their luck and they won't get away with it. One day they will end up pushing their luck and something will go wrong. You know, and, you know, I try to think what would go wrong, but it feels like it's only a matter of time before something does. You know, before something does go wrong. You know, when you think about some of the stupid and irresponsible things that Chris and Sarah have done in recent years, it's a miracle that his haven't ended up seriously ill or badly injured. Or, you know, worse, to be fair. You know, it's like... It's just ridiculous that the ifam, you know, will continuously try to defend them no matter what they do. Like, it's like, as I said, they obviously think that they're doing a good thing by defending Chris and Sarah. You know, they think that, you know, them jumping so quickly to Chris and Sarah's defence makes them look good. You know, it makes them decent people, but as I said, it doesn't. It makes them a bunch of sad, pathetic idiots. Because, as I said, nobody in their right mind would ever support these family vloggers or support what they do. You'd have to be desperate to want to support, you know, to want to defend people like them. You know, it was like over the summer, right, when they, obviously, because they were talking about the emails that I sent them and blah, 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 blah. You know, Sarah was claiming that I sent 50 to 80 emails per day. Now, of course, the IFAM will believe every word she said, and if she said they sent 50 to 80 emails per day, of course the IFAM would want to believe that. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they believe? Why wouldn't they believe Sarah Ingham if she said they sent 50 to 80 emails per day? Of course they choose to believe that, because it's not like Chris and Sarah would be lying. Sarah even tried to accuse me of starting the fire at the back of their house. Of course the IFAM would believe her when she's, would believe her. Because the problem with the IFAM is they're so stupid and gullible. They believe that everything that comes out of Chris and Sarah's mouth is the truth. When most of the time it isn't. Most of the time, all that comes out of Chris and Sarah's mouths is absolute bullshit. And we all know that what comes out of their mouths is absolute bullshit. But most of the people with common sense know that. You don't have to be a moron to know that most of the time they're talking absolute bullshit. But if you're a moronic IFAM, of course you'll believe every single word they say. But that just shows how sad and desperate the IFAM are, the fact that they are actually willing to believe every single word they say. It's actually hilarious to think that some people are willing to do that. Let me put it this way. What the IFAM really need is a very, very serious wake-up call. I think that's what a lot of them are in need of, is a very serious, wake-up call. It's about time they were given a serious dose of harm. It's about time they were made to regret all the times that they've defended Chris and Sarah, even when they shouldn't have been defending them. Because this is the thing. There's no denying the fact that the IFAM have been defending Chris and Sarah at times that they shouldn't have been defending them. They shouldn't have been sticking, they've been sticking up for them at times when they shouldn't have been. Like with the Loch Lomond incident, there were people sticking up for them there. But of course, some of the deluded IFAM took their side and denied any wrongdoing. Obviously, and would say that they didn't do anything wrong. So that's what they do. It's just, absolutely, it's absolutely, ridiculous to think about what Chris and Sarah have gotten away with. There is no denying that they've done so many stupid and irresponsible things, and we've seen so many stupid and irresponsible things in the vlogs, and the IFAM will still try to defend them, when what they've done was so wrong. Like the other month when they uploaded that vlog where they uploaded the vlog about the guy collapsing on the beach. Even the iPhone was still trying to defend them then as well. And even Chris and Sarah were acting like they hadn't done anything wrong. But they never needed to put that vlog, there was no need for them to put that sort of vlog out there, but they still chose to do that anyway. They still chose to basically exploit somebody else's misfortune, which is what they've done on many occasions. They have exploited somebody else's misfortune for their own financial gain. And there was no denying that they've done that, because that's exactly what they did. I don't know what else to say. It really, enough is enough with the inghams. Enough is enough with people defending them over every single thing they do. Now, this is the thing, they defend them over every single solitary little thing they do. And sometimes it makes you laugh how desperate some of these IFAM are. Because that's the only way you can really describe these IFAM, is a desperate bunch of idiots. Or should I say a desperate bunch of cretins, because that's what they are. And that's putting it mildly, to be fairly honest. Using the term desperate bunch of cretins is actually a very mild term. I would say something else. I would describe them as being something else, but it's not quite polite. But why should I be polite with other people that are sticking up for childish boys? Why should I be polite to a bunch of idiots who are constantly sticking up for two morals, who have endangered their kids and put their kids' safety at risk on a large number of occasions? As there's no denying that they have put their kids' safety at risk on multiple occasions. There's no denying some of the stupid and irresponsible and reckless things they've done over the years. And as I've said before, things that it's their sin and they're only going to keep getting worse. There's a big reason why they do the things they do, and if they know that no matter what they ever do, people will always stick up for them. People will always defend them, which is why they do the things they do, because they know they'll get away with it. If people didn't defend them so much, they probably wouldn't do a lot of the things they do. But that's the only reason they do it. That's the only reason they do a lot of things they shouldn't do. It's because they know that people will stick up for them. And they know that people will defend them. No matter what they ever do. This just had to be said. Like, someone had to say what it is. Someone had to, call the situation for what it is. A fucking joke. This situation is a fucking joke. As I said, nobody in their right goddamn forsaken mind would ever defend Kristen Sarah, or would ever think it was sensible to do that. Simple as that. Enough said as far as I'm concerned. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll see you for another one soon. Bye bye.